My name is Joseph Ejay, Creative Director for Black Volta Multimedia. I've been in corporate for most of my career. I'm a chartered HR professional. I work in oil and gas, and then I also run Black Volta, which is non-arguably the biggest media and entertainment platform currently. Well, I won't necessarily say I'm a nightlife vlogger. I'd say Black Volta really encompasses everything within entertainment, media, and then lifestyle. Now, nightlife is just a portion of entertainment and lifestyle, just like fashion, music, arts, and culture. I told you I've been in corporate for some time. I've just had an interest in hanging out. The nightlife is very intriguing. It's very social, and it's very raw and authentic. So I realized that not a lot of people were putting or just how do I call it? Creating content around what was happening within the nightlife or lifestyle. It wasn't to solve any particular problem within nightlife or anything. It was just that I just like videography, and I wanted to dump all the things that I've been doing outside of my corporate life onto a particular platform, and that's how Black Volta was born. It's very communal as opposed to other countries. When you go to other countries, because of the nature of our work, we travel a lot. So when you go to the UK, you go to the US, you go to Europe, it's very sectioned, right? You meet people once a month or twice a month or maybe like once in like a quarter. However, Ghanaian nightlife is very communal in the sense that in 1 week you can meet the same person about 4 or 5 times, right? Sometimes you're not even going out to go and have fun. You're probably just going to have a drink, and then you'd meet someone that's ordinarily you wouldn't have met naturally. So I would say, one, Ghanaian nightlife is very communal. Another thing too is I think it's very experiential, right? We bootstrap a lot of things in this country. Everyone complains about the fact that there's not a lot of investment and stuff like that, but the kind of things that people think about, the kind of concepts that some of these party event organizers throw up with the limited resources that they have is incredible. So it's very intriguing, especially for us as media and entertainment people who capture content around nightlife. So those are things I would say is quite different from what sets apart from other countries. From other countries to in East Africa and things like that, they drink a lot, right? The drink culture is heavy in East and Southern Africa. And in Ghana, we don't really drink as much, right? We go out, we spend maybe after 1 or 2 cocktails, and that we are best done. Yeah, so that's a little segue within Ghanaian nightlife that I would say. For us as Black Volta, we are very much focused on storytelling. A lot of content creation, especially within this country, focuses a lot on celebrity culture, what's popping, and stuff like that. It's for clickbait and stuff like that. But for us, what we typically do is we do a lot of storytelling in our content creation, in our capturing. Let me give you a typical example. When we are capturing a festival like Dirty Rave or Afrofuture, which we cover from time to time, or Global Citizen, typically we ask the clients a couple of questions just to understand where their thoughts are in terms of the documentation of the content, right? So we go to things like whether ticketing was handled properly, things like security, things like safety, things like experiences that were captured, maybe employee feedback, and I said employee, party goers, their feedback, things like parking culture. So all these things really inform the kind of content that we really churn out on our platforms. For a successful nightlife event or a party or a festival, I think budgeting is one key thing that you should really look out for. Planning is one, right? Pre-planning, on-the-ground planning, post-planning is also one thing that you should look at. I think marketing is essentially a huge factor right now. We've gone very digital where people are not really looking. I mean, traditional media is there, right? But there's a lot of talk around digital media and pushing content out there and then being marketable, right? So people are using a lot of digital and traditional media platforms. They're using a lot of influencership, and then they are running ads. They are doing giveaways and stuff like that. So I'd say budgeting is one, operations is one, marketing is one, content creation is also one that you should also look at when throwing out your events. And then one key thing is experiences. I'll make this very, very practical, right? Before 2017, when you go out to parties or events in Ghana, you typically had to pay to the events, right? You pay, you go there, you listen to the same kind of music everywhere, and then you go home, right? Now, what people are looking out for is they want to really tie in their money to experiences. So why should I mean, maybe like a Hennessy bottle is like 2,500 Ghana cedi. Why should I come to your location and then buy a Hennessy bottle of 2,500? What are you offering me, right? So that sprung some locations. I'd like to pick up locations like Garage and stuff like that have gone an extra mile to really pick up the whole entertainment scene. So you can go to Garage on one weekend and the whole place looks like Chinatown, right? And those are the things that people want. People want to attach their sense of enjoyment and entertainment to experiences rather than just going out to go and have fun. So our content is very much based on social media. So we are very heavily based on Instagram, Snapchat. We create communities around these kinds of social media platforms. Aside social media, what we do is although we generate content and stuff like that, we also have other mediums. Like we have a podcast. We have the Black Water Nightlife podcast, which is dedicated only to entertainment and lifestyle within Africa. So aside just content creation, the parties and things like that, we use other mediums like our podcast and our merch to grow a sense of community for our fan base, such that when we are churning out the content, people have some form of affinity and entitlement to our brand. So those are the things that we do. We use podcasts, we use merch, we do giveaways, we have a talent management agency. So these things just create that whole community for Black Water. Yeah, nightlife is very murky, right? It's not for the faint of heart, right? I mean, it's all and well, but there's a lot that goes into nightlife. So in capturing content, we consider a lot of things. We consider things like safety, because hanging out at night is it's not really safe like that. Like going out from around like 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. The things that happen in the night are crazy. So we consider safety, we consider people's privacy issues, right? A lot of things around legal issues and people that don't want to be documented. We have copyright issues that we also deal with. What other things do we deal with? It's nightlife, right? So you necessarily need to be disciplined. So we deal with things like alcohol, we deal with things like substance abuse, which is very prevalent in the nightlife everywhere. So we need to be disciplined around that. Other challenges that we face are equipment, right? If you're a content creator, you realize that if you're a cameraman or you do anything that relates to content, lighting is everything. Now imagine you are shooting everything that you're doing at night, right? So we need to invest a lot in the gear that we use to be able to capture the content or tell the story in a way where it resonates with our audience. So I would say equipment is one that we have challenges with. And I think the last thing I also say is stereotype, right? There's a little stereotype around entertainment and then nightlife, right? Everybody, especially from this part of the country or this part of the world, where everybody thinks you're doing entertainment and lifestyle because maybe you really don't have anything else to do with your life, right? But look at it, our team like this is made up of people who've worked in corporate for 10 years. My head of strategy and commercialization right now was like a senior banker, right? And now he's based in Uganda. So there's a lot of stereotype around entertainment and lifestyle that needs to be broken. So until people start talking to you, like when people only judge, like when we are shooting content and then we put up our plan and then we start talking to clients, they're like, oh, we thought you guys only had a camera and then you just go around and then shooting content. But they realize there are a lot of things that, a lot of value added services that we add to the content that we shoot. I'll break it down into two. For the first time, as a consumer, I'd say be open, right? Be open because as a consumer for nightlife, the options are crazy. There are a lot, right? It depends on what you want to do. If you want to have a calm night out, you want to go out on a date, you want to explore culture, you want to party hard, you want to go clubbing, you're looking for a potential partner. There are so many things around that you can do. There's a lot of conversation around to say nightlife is boring. Nightlife, Accra is not boring. It's never ever boring. I mean, trust me, from Monday to Friday, you'll find things in Accra that will blow your mind that you can do every single week, right? You can go quad biking, you can go you can do speed dating, you can do you can do your aqua safaris, you can do your ginger shots. Like there are so many options as a consumer. So I would say just be open. Look for the platforms that are tailored directly towards entertainment and lifestyle. Ghana is such that everything is bundled up, so you can't really tell who's doing what, right? Today someone is talking about entertainment and nightlife, and then the next day they're talking about the price of cement. You understand? And then they're talking about politics, right? So that's why for us as Black Volta, we've really tailored our platform to entertainment, nightlife, lifestyle. So anything you're looking for, you travel into the country, you find it on Black Volta, right? So that's why some of the diaspora really, our following is about 67% diaspora because they want to know what's happening in Ghana only from an entertainment and nightlife perspective. So I'll say that from a consumer. From an investor, huge opportunities, right? The entertainment space is blowing up, especially within music, right? Afrobeats has gone global. Nigeria has really capitalized on that, and then they are churning that out into fashion, lifestyle, entertainment, and everything. I think Ghana has a really big opportunity right now. I don't like to talk about the fact that we lack the funding and stuff like that, but we really lack things like business knowledge, right? And if we had investment in people who would invest in making people who are talented here, right, understand the business of making money within entertainment, nightlife, and lifestyle, I think we can really turn this into something really huge as a country. So those are the things that I would say.